Hello, this is a message for someone who's contemplating a new approach to their health and getting three different scenarios. One of them is for someone who's contemplating a new supplement or health program. Another one is for someone who's contemplating a new doctor or specialist. And another one is for a person who's contemplating a new medication. So whichever group you fall into, whatever case you relate to, the message is pretty much the same. This is a message for a person who struggled with some kind of health situation for a really long time. It might be the kind of situation where it took you a while to even seek professional help for it. And it might be something that you've tried a number of different approaches with. And whichever the case may be, there's in recent times been some kind of discovery. You've experienced some kind of discovery where you've either found out about a supplement, an over-the-counter type thing, or you found about a new type of doctor or specialist that you've never heard about before, or you've heard about a new medication, or a professional medical professional has introduced to you a new medication or drug or something like that for this condition that you deal with, and it's kind of been a paradigm shift, and it's made you look at your situation with different eyes, and you're not sure whether to go ahead and try this or not, is what I'm getting. Okay, so whoever this message is for is someone who's on the fence about whether they want to give this new thing a go, whether the new thing is a new specialist or a new treatment. And the thing though is, whatever you're dealing with is really taxing. Okay, it really takes a toll, and it's something like it's something that affects your quality of life and your relationship with yourself. So over time, it gets worse in the sense that it is more of a burden to carry, and you feel like it affects a lot of areas of your life that might not be obvious to someone who doesn't deal with this, right? But you feel like this actually conditions your life and your options way more than you wish it did, and way more than other people understand. And so for a while you've been feeling kind of hopeless. If this was just for you, you might have hit a point of like sort of resignment, and like just sort of accepting that you were never gonna get good options or a solution for this, and it was creating other problems for you. What I'm getting is like depression. Okay, so it was making you overall just more cynical about life too, just the thought that you were never gonna find a solution for this. So whatever has happened in recent times that you've now in your consciousness have the concept of a possible solution, it's sort of stir things up for you, because there's something about what's being offered or what you're contemplating that seems controversial for some reason. I'm not sure what it is. Again, it could be many things, but by you either going to this kind of doctor, maybe it's I don't know, it's like when I started going to a naturopath, you know, like it's maybe something outside of the norm, and it's sort of giving a whole new branch of medicine possibly a chance, right? So maybe you had only tackled this health problem from a certain angle, and by going to this new healthcare professional, you're tackling it from a very innovative side of things that brings a whole new perspective to the problem. Okay, and so what you are feeling is a bit of resistance to embrace this new take on things. Maybe it's because it implies not just a new medication, a new specialist, a new supplement, but some kind of lifestyle change. But what I'm getting most actually, it's not even the lifestyle. It's something about perspective. It's something about the way you look at yourself. Maybe if you accept this treatment then you're also accepting the diagnosis that comes along with it. And up until this point, you didn't want to embrace that diagnosis, maybe. You know, it's reminding me of, you know, it was really hard for me to accept I had OCD, you know, and that I needed something for it. But, you know, when it was presented to me in a test that I just have chronically low GABA that causes OCD, is a genetic condition. Like, a big part of it was also just accepting, oh, so this is what I have. So I have OCD, is a real thing I have. That, you know, like, that is maybe the biggest obstacle for you, is accepting the label that comes with accepting the help, okay? And it maybe has more to do with other people than yourself. Maybe it's more so like you don't want to be perceived that way by other people. And so what I've been getting actually is that there needs to be a higher level of privacy in your medical dealings with this problem that there has been. So whoever this message is for, you must have other people involved in your business somehow. Maybe you're a kid, or you know, maybe you are like over 18, but your parents or your mom or something is still going with you to the doctor because you're under their insurance or something like that, and it just feels like it's too personal, something is that you don't want your parents to be involved in, okay? Or it might be something that, you know, maybe you're married and you don't want your spouse to be all up in your business with this, or maybe you're a parent and you don't want, you know, a bunch of teenage kids and you don't want them to be all into your business of what's going on with you, and you don't want this to be topic of table conversation, something like that, okay? So whatever the case may be, actually a huge factor here in you being able to digest what's happening to you, accept the help, integrate this, and everything else is going to be you getting enough space and putting enough boundaries that you can deal with this on your own terms without other people intervening and making you feel a way about the way you're being perceived because of this new label, because of this treatment, whatever it is. This is a personal problem that you shouldn't have to explain to anybody, and you don't have to explain to anybody, is what I'm getting. But yeah, again, there's some kind of social pressure of people that are really close to you, or usually in your business, and this is almost like God putting a light on this issue with boundaries through this issue, okay? You'll be better able to take care of yourself and accept help once you set these boundaries, and you'll be able to look at your situation with different eyes, actually, once you stop looking at it from the eyes of the people that are getting themselves involved in your medical business that really shouldn't be that involved. So hopefully this was helpful.